and welcome, I am Zombie Kitty, and welcome to another reaction series. So, I think it was about 6 or 7 months ago, I reacted to Md-Ptv's Fnaf VHS series. So, they did a series 1 on Springtrap and Michael Afton. So, the first video that I did was all of the Springtrap videos, second video was all of the Michael Afton videos. We're going to be finally reacting to season 2. So called Tangled Flesh. So again, there's a lot more to this one. So I think the characters are now Golden Freddy, Ennard, Circus Baby, and then Michael as well. I don't think Springtrap is in this one. But like with last time, what I'm going to be doing is splitting them up in terms of characters. So with this particular reaction video, it's just going to be the Michael videos and Agent Crane. So I'm going to give you a recap, and I'll put a timestamp into when I actually start reacting to the videos. I'll give you a recap. Basically what it was a underground SCP Iris type facility had basically found Springtrap and Michael Afton. They were interviewing them. They then tried to get both of them to reunite, which went horribly wrong. Agent Crane was the one who first started interviewing Springtrap, and then he continued interviewing Michael. Agent Crane then started taking things a bit personally and started also feeling sorry for Michael, especially after their reunion. And Agent Crane basically helped Michael escape the facility. And I think Agent Crane has gone on the run. Springtrap also escaped and killed a family, and that was how his tapes ended. So that's the up-to-date thing. Again, I'll put a timestamp in the description for when I actually start reacting to the videos. But this particular reaction video is just going to be on Agent Crane and Michael Afton. So again, I'll split them up in terms of characters. So the next one will probably be on, I don't know, Golden Freddy. Next reaction video after that will be on Circus Baby. You get the idea. So, the first one is just called MD Secret Meeting. The other thing I want to mention is that a lot of people were telling me with the last part as well that I forgot to put on closed captions. I didn't realise that for some reason I couldn't put on closed captions when I had it not in full screen. So I had it on like a computer, can you be quiet? So I had it like a really small window, but it meant that closed captions just wasn't an option, and I never put it on full screen. So I am really sorry about that, but I've put subtitles on now, so they are on. So yeah, first video is called Secret Meeting. Let's go.
General, thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
Alright, you have my attention. Make it quick, I'm a busy man.
Well, General, I'm here on behalf of Agent Crane and,
Okay.
well, the entire research and interview department.
Get to the point.
A lot of us are concerned about the situation revolving William, and the staff want to know if we're respecting the request made by Michael to not kill him.
Well, of course not. That monster killed countless civilians, and I'm not about to put more people in danger because of some zombie's agenda.
Agent Crane thinks Michael might be able to talk to
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Agent Crane
this.
is currently being demoted in rank as a result of his actions
Yeah,
with
I
Michael.
forgot about all
Why
this.
exactly is he being removed? He's the best at what he does.
Because he helped Michael
managed to
escape.
uncover so much during his interviews.
That's what we all thought, right up until he allowed Michael to
Yeah,
escape.
exactly.
Crane might claim he was in Michael's head, but it's obvious it was the other way around. He grew soft, making him a prime target for manipulation, which Michael obviously took full advantage of.
That wasn't the
Michael
case.
has the intelligence of a man in his 20s. He's a kid. Don't you think Agent Crane
Is
was
Michael
right?
in his 20s? I actually never thought about that.
I've seen all kinds of creatures appear in those interview chambers. If you lower your guard, they won't hesitate to use you for their own ends, and that's if they don't slaughter you then and there. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but they are not to be trusted. Now, do you have anything important to discuss with me?
No, I apologize. What information
You clearly
do you
did.
currently have regarding William's whereabouts?
Thanks to Agent Crane, William has vanished. I have search teams attempting to find his whereabouts, but unfortunately barely any evidence has been found. All we have is small pieces of fur and human flesh that match the DNA of William. We suspect that he might have fled to an abandoned cave or sewer system, and is using them as a means of underground transport, although it's still hard to determine his next location.
Perhaps he does hear that signal after all.
That does seem to be the case.
What about Michael?
We know just as much about Michael's location as we do for William's.
So nothing.
There's occasional trails that quickly run cold before we make any breakthroughs. It also doesn't help that he leaves behind even less biological matter than William. Worst part is, this isn't even the most pressing issue we're dealing with. Some more important issues have my men split between two very difficult tasks.
Important issues?
That was a weird way that he delivered that line.
Oh, the camera's in here?
Yes.
Well, between you and me, we might have a security breach on our hands.
Ah!
Wait. How bad are we talking?
The security team tells me there's been a hack, a breach in our systems connected to the CCTV in this facility.
Is that Enid?
The logs show someone making copies of CCTV footage and then sending it to an unknown address.
Wait, so someone has control of the CCTV?
Yes, although we're unable to determine who, since the address has an extra level of encryption on it.
So, it's been leaked to some kind of interweb site. Interesting. How long ago did it start?
A few months ago, around the time we first took William into containment.
A few months ago?
Oh, and my Toby Circus baby?
Wait, the camera we took into facility grounds. Plug that into our systems.
You think the camera could be related to the hack?
Yeah.
Honestly, we know nothing about that camera. It's a mix of tech. It could be carrying a virus, for all we know. Or just an IT leak. It's uploading footage somewhere.
I have an idea, but I'll say it afterwards.
Shot, but it could be uploading footage to a website outside this universe.
Don't be overdramatic.
Well, if you think about it, that camera came through what we believe was an interdimensional gateway. Caught footage of other realities.
Okay.
Who knows where its origin is? Which could be getting uploaded to a publicly accessible...
Yeah, I have an idea,
Either way, we
but
don't have anything concrete. For the time being, I
Yeah.
suggest you keep your theories to yourself.
Also, I like how
until
he's
we know
like
who we can trust.
over dramatic,
Anyway,
and yet
is
there's a
there anything else
walking
you need to
zombie
discuss
going
with me?
around.
No. Thank you, General. Though, if possible, I'd like to meet with you again in a few months, once we have more information, of course.
We'll see. And Agent Robs, I shouldn't need to remind you the security breach is highly classified. Do not repeat anything that we've discussed outside this room.
Of course, General.
Okay, the secret meeting. I thought that was going to be between Crane and Michael. Pardon me, but it's between someone called Agent Robs and the General, I'm guessing, of the facility. So, okay, I'm going to say what my idea is now, but I don't know if they're doing a series 3, because this character does not make an appearance in Tangled Flesh. They said that, oh, we didn't know anything about that camera, we just used it and started installing stuff onto it and blah blah blah. That sounds exactly like Help Wanted. The development team, it was Tape Girl in Help Wanted again. I'm sorry, I haven't played that on the channel yet. But basically, when you collect all the tapes, Tape Girl on the tape says, you know, we didn't really look at the stuff the company was giving us. They just told us to input it into the computer and, you know, it will sort itself out. We don't need to put any new code into it. And, you know, it looked like bits of scrap and, you know, old circuit boards. This sounds exactly the same. So I'm just like, wait. Because if Agent Rob's talking about, like, other realities, and I love that the General was like, don't be over dramatic, yet there's 2 walking zombies going around. But if he's talking about, like, other realities and other things that could enter into this universe, Glitchtrap could be a possibility. If they've already brought that kind of camera and that kind of technology into this, it does sound very similar to what Glitchtrap was. and like how they put Glitchtrap into Help Wanted. That's what it reminded me of a lot. In terms of who's actually hacking into the CCTV, I think it could be Ennard, or it could be Circus Baby. Because Circus Baby will want to know where her father is, Ennard might want to know where Michael is. So I think that's what's going on. So, yeah. Here we go. So the next video is called The Agent Crane Situation. So this is one of those PowerPoint things. So I might stop and start this one.
MD Agent Crane Situation.
Okay.
PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
The MD Foundation. Ensuring a safe future.
Cool.
Agent Crane Situation. The situation revolving around Agent Crane is of great concern and matter here at the Foundation. It is confirmed that Agent Crane did give Michael Afton the means to escape. This information was given by the 2 guards standing outside of Michael's chamber on the night of his escape. This has resulted in a huge security breach in our vent and exterior defenses, allowing an entity to slide out of the facility. Because of this, we have lost one of our main information streams towards locating William Afton and many more animatronics. This will not go unpunished.
Okay.
Agent Crane will be given the chance to explain himself in Foundation Court Inquiry, to where he will gain the presence of the 5 Foundation higher-up founders. The founders will vote and decide on his fate once he has finished his explanation. The punishment for such an act against the Foundation currently lies at immediate execution. However, due to Agent Crane's past, the highest punishment currently lies at a Class 5 memory drug. Another possibility is that Agent Crane could be wiped of such attacks against the Foundation and simply be deranked, to where he would lose access to certain information and areas of the Foundation site. Overall, due to Michael not being an immediate threat to the general public, it is expected that the founders will be soft on punishment. However, Michael still carries valuable information that could expose the Foundation and its secrets, meaning he is still of top priority. Agent Crane will be held within an isolation cell until the inquiry begins.
Okay. I guess that's it for that one. I don't know why I was so surprised when they were like, the harshest punishment is execution. Because to be honest, like, my first thought was his punishment is going to be death, isn't it? So I don't know why I was so surprised. But the fact that the softer punishment they're going to give him is... So I'm guessing the memory drug is... They're going to wipe his memory of this foundation, of this facility. Like, he won't remember working there or any information to do with this. It really does feel like, and I love this, I think I mentioned this when we did the first part, it really feels like SCP, even Iris, Jacksepticeye's project. Like, it really feels like that kind of facility, which I love. I think it's so cool. Yeah, I don't know why I was acting so surprised when they said, oh, the highest punishment is execution. It's like, well, yeah, I was kind of expecting that.
Agent Dennis Crane, FHU Inquiry.
Oh, did they find him?
Foundation, ensuring a safe future.
Wait, did they find him, or is this not...
Initiating inquiry of Agent Dennis Crane. Agent, you are here today to explain your recent actions.
Oh, they did find him.
Specifically the actions of allowing entity Michael Afton the chance and ability to escape the facility. As you know, these actions are punishable by death, and can and will directly affect the general outside population, thus violating your World Protection Agreement. Considering your special history with the Foundation, you have been given this chance to speak your terms to the Foundation founders. You may now begin.
Thank you for this chance, truly. The Foundation has seen and dealt with many different creatures throughout its creation. I have stood by every decision ever made. However, the situation revolving around Michael was one I could not stand by.
Okay.
And only because I thought you were wrong. All of you were wrong. You tailored us to believe that every entity within this facility, within these chambers, directly have the sole purpose to harm and kill.
I'd love to know what other
Most of the
creatures
time,
they've
that is true.
interacted with
But
aside from
Michael
FNAF
did not
animatronics.
fit that description at all. And I don't think he ever will. I understand I made things personal. My mercy got the better of me. I saw my own son inside of him. A son I lost to similar damages inflicted to Michael. I shouldn't have done that. I should have stuck to the script and did as I was told. But Michael, even though he technically is an age of over 40 or 50 years old, he still has the mental capacity of a boy.
Oh, I
in his
see,
20s.
okay.
He's a kid, a child. He suffered so much and is still being tormented by the world around him.
Okay, I see what they mean by
I
him being
believe that
20s.
Michael will find William. I believe that Michael is the only chance we have to leveling William's insanity. I think he is the key to everything. And who better to fix that but your own child? As a father, or as someone who was once a father, I can see when a parent hates or loves a child. William still loves Michael, and he's just so blinded by pain that he's lost.
Are you
I will
sure
take
about
whatever
that though?
punishment that comes to me. I'm not afraid of death, but only bad decisions. And in this case, I stand by everything that I've done. I only hope you don't regret your decision.
Okay.
Agent Dennis Crane, Foundation founders have decided your fate. You will
Okay.
continue to work under the MD Foundation. You will
Ah.
continue to interview and research into entities. Your rank has been changed from rank 04 to rank 03. You have lost access to information rooms 04 and 04-5. You will actively assist in the locating and entrapment of William and Michael Afton. Upon successful entrapment, you will have your memory wiped with Class 5 memory
Oh,
drugs
yeah, okay.
and removed from the Foundation with no pension. The Foundation thanks you for your service and would like to remind you that you are on a thin sheet of ice that will shatter to any kind of mistake. You may now leave.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you can't protest against that. Don't try. I don't know if there's anything else, but phew. Okay, there isn't. Okay, so I was a little confused because I thought they were just going to let him continue work at the Foundation and that was it. But yeah, then the drug came up and all that lot. So yeah, he is getting the softest punishment. Which is interesting because it means that they kind of agree with him to a certain extent. If they hadn't agreed with him, they would have just chosen death for him. They would have just said, you should have stuck to the script. This is the harshest punishment we're going to give you. Also, in the previous video that we saw as well, they said, you know, considering his past, Agent Crane's past, he's worked there for a long time, he's helped them and always been loyal to them, so they've clearly taken that into consideration as well. But yeah, it was clear he was gonna, yeah, and you know, Dennis was gonna protest or say something. Like, no, don't. You've got, it's a horrible punishment, but you've got the softest one. But I'm wondering if maybe he wished maybe he wished the execution had been granted to him. Because now he's being forced to locate and capture William and Michael, which is something that he doesn't want to do. So I will say, just very quickly, there is a couple of videos to do with the scooper and disassembling that, which I didn't realise. I'm not going to put them into this video. I actually didn't realise that that was a thing. I'm not going to put them into this video. I'll put them into the one that's to do with Ennard. And if I've got that wrong, then I apologise. But this one, I'm just going to stick to the original plan that I originally had, which is this is just going to be Agent Crane and Michael videos. A lot of these seem to be Agent Crane more than Michael. I think there's only 1 or 2 Michael videos. So, yeah. But this is Agent Crane FHU update. So I think this is with the General and Agent Robs again.
Hello, this is Agent Dennis Crane.
Oh, it's not.
Sharing the Foundation higher-ups update log. The research team thought
Oh, we're back in here though.
were drastic enough for us to contact you. Starting
Okay.
off, search progress into finding William and Michael Afton are still at a top priority. Information regarding them both is just about the same as it has been since they both broke free. Occasional pieces of rotting meat and blood are found out in the desert region. It is
Okay.
suspected that William is falling apart due to being exposed to the outside environments. His physical condition is likely getting worse by the day. Like reported previously, it's a high chance William is using maybe abandoned tunnels to get around and is traveling at night. As for Michael, there isn't much. He doesn't seem to drop as much physical matter as what William does. We think he might be looking for William or following his traces just as we are. Overall, Michael is very good at not being seen. After all, he had been in hiding for over 20 years before we found him. As for the golden thread that we have in the storage unit, the animatronic is responding to our questions, and though slow, he is opening up and starting to trust us. However, this is all, of course, under the agreement that we fix his endoskeleton. We suspect it's the same kind of spring lock device on William's frame. He is also yet to explain how he manifested within the storage unit, but I feel in due time he will eventually explain it.
Yes, we haven't done the
In our
Golden
previous
Freddy
interview with him,
tapes yet.
He reacted to the name of Michael Afton, which
Ah,
suggests that he knows him in some way. We will look into this. As for Enid, we have discovered that there are 3 different conscious personalities within them. Funtime Foxy,
Yep.
Funtime Freddy, and Ballora.
And
We
oh,
have
yeah,
had
'cause
2
Circus Baby's a
interviews
separate
with
thing
them so
here.
far, including the negotiation. And the information they have given us is sorry, the information they have given us so far suggests that all sentient animatronics revolving around William Afton are in fact being possessed by his victims. I understand this sounds very unprofessional of me to believe, however, we have seen far stranger things here at the Foundation, and frankly, we have evidence to back this up. The
okay.
research team are at a mix in terms of taking this information in as factual evidence. But again, we do have previous evidence that seems to back it up. Both Funtime Foxy and Freddy recall their earliest memories was that of them waking up in front of the scooper.
Okay.
The scooper's blueprints explain that it is used to inject an anomaly called Remnant. Along with that, William Afton explained in his interview with Michael Afton that Remnant is used as feed for their souls. Myself and the research team believe William murdered people, men, women, children alike, and somehow used the scooper or some other device to extract their souls or some kind of remnant of their conscious mind and use them both as a type of power source or feed and to use them to create lifelike animatronics for his restaurant chain. I suppose it all makes sense now, how the animatronics had such a
Yeah, so this is basically like
where all the
you know,
children disappeared to. It's
basic lore of FNAF,
it's a shame we
essentially.
didn't come across this all sooner. It's sickening.
Well, William wouldn't have admitted
The
that,
animatronics
though.
we have come across so far seem to have
So-
the urge to find and kill William. It's their goal.
Well,
the main
yeah.
revolving theory is that they find him and kill him, then they can rest. They can pass on to.
Yeah, again,
Whatever
this
the
is
outcome is.
basic FNAF lore, really.
The odd one out is Michael. He believes he can save William and redeem his soul.
Yeah, I don't
Anyways.
think we can.
Investigating and interviewing Enid gave us the discovery of another animatronic out there, Circus Baby. Enid described them to have a bloodlust and would kill anyone who got in their way. They also told us that Circus Baby was once William Afton's daughter. Now, the records we have state that William did have a daughter, Elizabeth Afton. She died in an accident. We suspect she was killed by the same animatronic she currently haunts as described by Anna.
Yep.
It would appear that the animatronics have very little memory of their lives before the scooper, though I think if we find Circus Baby and inform her of her name and a pinch of her past, then perhaps it could spark some kind of memory.
Or
We
rage.
could use Circus Baby to somehow lure Michael Afton back to the facility. He could have some strong information regarding the whereabouts of William Afton. Either way, if we were to get Michael and Elizabeth in a room, it would create a lot of valuable information to understanding where William could be hiding and what his plans are. Currently our plans are to locate Circus Baby and to contain her as swiftly as possible if the violent rumors Enid delivered are in fact true, as well as that we will continue to interview Enid and Golden Freddy in order to gain more information.
Okay,
I
yeah.
will be honest, this has been a real strain on my mind. I have seen many horrifying things while working for this foundation, but something as simple and complex as murdering a child has truly shook me to the bone.
Yeah, his voice is shaking
I'm trying my
occasionally
best
as
to earn the
well.
trust of these poor souls so they can open up, but I'm afraid of what I might find. I'm afraid it might open.
And the fact that
some of
he's
my
previously
own
said he was a
scars.
parent before his
I'm
own
staying
child
strong,
died.
pushing on to find an end or a reason behind all of this. Finding William will do that. I hope this log was of a quality you wanted from me. If more groundbreaking information is discovered, I will likely create another.
He sounds so tired as well.
Signing.
Yeah, he sounds so tired as well. Like, you can tell, like, this is all getting to him. And in the previous thing, when, I think it was with the hearing, he did mention that he was a parent. He did previously have a child who I think died. So obviously this is gonna cause a strain on his mind. Okay, that was a lot. So couple things I want to mention. I don't understand why this facility is finding all this stuff so strange. Because, like Agent Crane has already said, they've dealt with weirder stuff and more horrifying stuff before. Why is everyone finding this so weird? I don't understand why Agent Rob's suggestion of interdimensional gateways and all that lot was shut down. I don't understand why people are like, don't call Michael a zombie, when that's kind of what he is. He's a walking zombie. I don't really get that. I'm a bit confused by that one. Like, oh, winged, I don't know, Mothman is fine, but a walking zombie is a bit much. Yeah, I don't know. I find that a bit weird. Also, I have a bit of an issue with the fact that they're going to try and put Circus Baby and Michael in the same room. Now, bearing in mind that Dennis has already said that Circus Baby has a strong bloodlust, I think that's going to go very similar to how Springtrap and Michael's reunion went. Unfortunately, that video didn't play because it just kept giving me warnings that it had, like, triggering themes, and they just didn't play. But I did end up watching that one. Yeah, Springtrap is not happy with seeing Michael. Was not happy about that one at all. And on that point, I don't think Michael can redeem William's soul. I don't think Michael is going to fix things. I don't know why he still seems to think he can, which again is like a big thing in the games as well. Michael keeps thinking he can redeem people, he can redeem all these animatronics and characters. You can't. That's how you ended up in the situation with the scooping room. But yeah, it's clearly putting a strain on Dennis Crane as well. Like, it's clearly affecting him a lot. So I'm very interested to know how his story is going to end up. Very interested to know how it's going to end up. I don't know if it's going to end well, to be honest. So, finally, the last video that I'm going to be reacting in this reaction video is finally to do with Michael Afton. This is another one of those PowerPoint presentation things again. So I'm guessing that there's a lead. And again, also, I apologise. In the last video, Dennis was talking about like stuff with Ennard and Golden Freddy. Again, just because I don't want these videos to be too long, I'm going to be splitting them up in terms of character. So yeah, unfortunately, sometimes there's probably going to be bits of information missing. So I do apologise for that. But it's purely just because I don't want these videos to be like hours long. But the last video that we're going to be reacting to in this reaction video is to do with Michael. So this is called Michael Afton Signal. So have they located him?
MD Michael Afton Signal PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
The MD Foundation ensuring a safe future.
Yeah, this is very SCP, like
Michael
Iris.
Afton Signal. Ever since
It's so
early
cool.
interviews with entity Michael Afton, many research questions have been brought up regarding a strange sound within his head. It has been described as music.
Oh yeah, I
a
forgot
song
about this.
playing within the theme of a lullaby. The Foundation had little
This one looks
knowledge
like
of the signal
recording.
and had no success locating it, even with the most sensitive of equipment.
Yeah, I
However,
forgot about
ever since
this.
the containment of entity Golden Freddy, the entity has managed to mirror and narrow down the search due to playing the exact signal through radio devices within their chamber with a recorded number of 2 times.
Oh,
Golden Freddy considers the signal to be of relevance and has agreed that the signal is calling to him and dragging him to a specific location.
okay.
Early theories suggest that the signal is related to a friend and ex-colleague to William Afton, Henry Emily. It is
Oh.
predicted that Henry is trying to call the animatronics to one specific location. Both Ennard, Golden Freddy, and Michael Afton have been recorded to be
Okay.
experiencing the same signal. Due to Golden Freddy narrowing down the search of the signal, we now have grasp to its wavelength, and highly believe that we can
Yeah,
call
I
out
get
to
it.
the subjects who are in its hearing range, specifically William Afton and Michael Afton. It is currently unknown if William is experiencing the same signal. However, due to his erratic movement traces, we suspect that he is trying to track down the origin of the sound. Foundation research team have managed to create a device that allows us to send a message through the signal. However, due to its erratic and unstable wavelength, it's likely we can only send a single message. The message in question will be directed to Michael Afton. We will inform him that we have both his brother and sister within containment. Doing so might promote him to return. Traces confirm that Michael has been searching for him, and it's likely that he will have more information regarding the situation. The signal. Audio transmission sent out.
Oh.
Hello? Hello. Michael. It's me, Dennis. Listen, we don't have much time. You probably have a lot of questions. We found your brother and sister. They are alive. You can see them again. Come back to the Foundation. We can work everything
Yeah, but
out.
he doesn't want Michael.
Transmission cut off. Foundation higher-ups decided Agent
Yeah,
Crane is the best
but he
option
doesn't want
for
them
sending
to.
out a specific message to Michael Afton due to his emotional connection. The signal in question was cut off due to unknown reasons. It is suspected that Henry Emily caught onto it and cut the transmission. However, Foundation research staff believe it was enough to gain a response from Michael. Further research is to come.
I really hope there's a season 3. I really hope there's a part 3 to this. This is really interesting. And again, I know that we're sort of missing bits and pieces because obviously I haven't reacted to Golden Freddy, Circus Baby, Ennard, Scooper. I know I haven't reacted to those parts yet. Obviously that is going to happen. That's going to happen this year. I'm going to do all of this year. Oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Because I forgot that, I think it's in the first part, Michael occasionally mentioned that he had like a sound that was playing in his head. And they didn't know what he was talking about. That makes so much sense. So yeah, Henry is the one who's playing the sound in all of their heads. In William's head, in Circus Baby, in Michael, in Golden Freddy, in Ennard. To call them to one specific location. If, you know, I played Pizzeria Simulator. I didn't play all of it, but I played Pizzeria Simulator. It's that. Henry calls them all to one specific location, traps them all inside and sets the place on fire, with him inside as well. That's what it's leading to. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. And yeah, I think Henry did cut the transmission because he doesn't want the facility to get them again, because then that means that his plan has failed. Oh, that's so cool. So the facility are trying to find out more information on all of the animatronics and what's going on. Henry just wants it all destroyed. Dennis Crane wants Michael free, but Michael wants William to have his soul redeemed, and he thinks that William can be good again, which I think is complete BS. But oh, that's so cool. I am really hoping there's a part 3, because the other thing as well is, like I've already mentioned with when they said, oh, the CCTV was being like hacked into and we didn't know where the camera came from and blah blah blah. I've already mentioned the glitch trap thing. That would be so cool if they could find a way to put glitch trap into this. That could be so cool. Yeah, oh, I really do hope there's a part 3. I'd be very interested to know where it would go from here, because I feel like the next course of action after that, and again I haven't seen the other ones yet, but the next course of action would be for the facility to then find Henry. Like, that's the next obvious logical step, is like, okay, Henry is messing up our plans, we got to go find him. So that's where I think that could go next. And obviously, yeah, I know I haven't reacted to the other characters, so obviously I've got some gaps missing. But in terms of, like, Michael and Agent Crane's story, maybe Henry then could help Agent Crane. You know, that could be an option as well. Oh, that was really cool. I apologise that there wasn't... It was more like a lot of reading in this one. But again, these do include, like, you know, reading PowerPoints and stuff like that. So I do apologise for that, but that's how these are set up, to like build the world up and everything. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool way to like to do the world building of this. This was part 2 of Tangled Flesh. This was the FNAF VHS series I've been reacting to by Md-Ptv. So this was the Michael Afton and Agent Crane videos. I don't know what ones I'm doing next. I think I'm doing Golden Freddy next. I don't think it really matters now what I do, because we've already got the summary from Dennis. So I don't think it really matters too much. Maybe Golden Freddy will be the next one I'll do, and we'll do all the Golden Freddy videos. I'm so happy to finally come back to this. This has been on my schedule for quite a long time. Well, the last time I reacted to the first season was 7 months ago. So, I'm so happy to finally come back to this. But, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!